quick. Whoops. Hang on a second. Oh, God. I'm knocking crap all over the place. Let me just turn this off. And then just put that there. Okay. Okay. I put my slippers on because my feet are too cold. And now I'm going to open my window because my face is hot. Menopause sucks. How's everybody doing today? This is... Joe said this was a surprise live. It's actually not a surprise live. If you remember my tea break, hang on a second. Let me just, if you remember my tea break, I said that I would be doing daily live streams. That's all I'm going to be doing for now until November 1st. And then I'm back. But I'm so pissed off. Okay. What do I need to start with? Okay, you guys remind me what I need to talk about. I need to talk about Halloween. I need to talk about my studio. And I need to talk about canning. So let me just get myself organized here. And as everybody comes in... No, I'm quite hot, but I'm wearing my slippers because my feet are freezing. Thank you, Teresa. I rather am enjoying it short. It's a bit of a mess, but seriously, it's not bad. You know, I just comb it straight forward and go like that. I'm all good. See? I'm all good. There we go. Hey, Danube, how's it going? How's it going? All right, let me roll my medication here. So, I'm not rested at all, Joe, because I'm spending my time off. Like, my niece is here, and Howie's changing her tires and her oil, and she's going to be working on a paper or something. But my house is destroyed. And this time off between now and November 1st is me getting organized for winter. And I don't necessarily mean pantry. I mean my house. The floors have to be swept and washed. The dust has to be, taken out from all the beds, and the furniture has to be pulled out. All the rugs have to be beaten and vacuumed, because I don't do rugs. I do area rugs, right? So, Mrs. V, after a year and a half of fighting social services, we finally got a bit of respite care approved, thank God. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Angie Mack, hi, darling. Jean Phillips, I'm sorry. Kelly, hey, Mama Cat. Simply Jessica and Aces, how are you? Okay, let me just, sorry about this. This is probably going to blind you for a second, but so I went to the dollar store. Well, no, let's not go there yet. Went to the dollar store today. I go about once every couple of weeks to once a month just to make sure they're not pulling passports or anything, eh? We gotta keep things real, right? I'm so glad you got some. Mama Cat, hey! I'm so glad you got some respite because, things are just nuts. Things are just nuts. And it all seems, and I'm not going to get into it, but it all just seems so well planned. To throw our world into chaos. And then it feels like they're just going to swoop in and go, okay, we've got everything organized. No, you don't. This is all deliberate, and that's all I'm going to say. So I went to the dollar store, and it's really odd buying Halloween and Christmas stuff at the same time. I've heard off another channel limits on spices in Ohio, so get spices. Well, that's a good idea. Well, I've decided that I'm going to do some more canning after all. So when we went to town today, I went to stop to get carrots at Brennan's Hill, but they're out. And I'm sure there'll be another flat of them in before long. Like, seriously, we're not huge on canned carrots. But at $8 for 50 pounds, I'm going to can some carrots. Hi, Lacey Black. Hey, hot child in the city. How's it going? Deary, hi. I recognize the cold feet. Well, I've been that way my whole life. my hands and my feet. As a matter of fact, I was thinking of this the other day because my nephew Aaron is writing some family stories. Like he's asking all the family to send in memories. And my brothers hated taking me anywhere in the wintertime. We would go skating at Nathan Phillips Square in Toronto, and we would go ice skating, or we would go tobogganing down the hills of Greenwood Park in Toronto, or we would skate at Mosquito Park, which there's no benches, no place for hot chocolate. You just gotta, As a matter of fact, I remember seeing kids walking down Queen Street towards Mosquito Park, which is, I guess it's called Leslie Park. It's on the corner of Jones and Queen Street East. But the kids would be, and we'd stop at the hardware store and get our skates sharpened at the hardware store. But kids would walk to the park in their skates with skate guards on them because there was nowhere to sit except in the snow to put your skates on, right? Avonlea, hi, darling. Running wild and looking pretty. Hey, Angie Mac, JL, hi. And don't worry if you make misspells, guys. I read Chattanese. So anyway, they're out of carrots. So I said to Howie, well, we'll look at the gas station on the way back. They're out of carrots too. So I'm really hoping a new batch will come in, and I'm just going to can quarts of carrots. Just quarts and quarts of carrots. It depends on your stove. Look in your manual. Look online if you lost it. Okay, what are we talking about? My bushel of apples will be picked up Monday. Now I have to dig out quart jars. See, I still got apples and pears from last year, and I'm not going to bother. I still got applesauce. So, yes, the canning carrots is going to be a video. My hands are so sore. My canning carrots is going to be a video for the simple reason is I haven't done a video on canning carrots in years. Hey, Angie Mac, Kelly's Place. It was small bag carrots at Walmart. My dogs love them. I just had a bowl of potato leek soup. Potato soup. Yum. Okay, give me a second here, guys. So, but there were no carrots. So because I was going to do that today, and I'm actually grateful I'm not. My house is destroyed. I was just telling my niece, don't look at anything because this is kind of my time off, but it's not time off. I'm going to be finishing my studio. Oh yeah, don't even get me started on my studio. The lights that I ordered in August for my star wall, I ordered them in August. And they told me they would be here for October 22nd. They are not here yet. I'm getting so sick and tired of a company like Amazon saying, I don't care if they're coming from China, but if you are a representative of the Amazon company, if you're selling stuff on Amazon and you give a date, okay, like all I can hope for is that my twinkle lights come this week and I can have it all together for Saturday, right? Because I got Freaky Friday, the first public live stream in the studio on Saturday, and then Sunday I've got Halloween. Hi, Paula. Purple Cat Person, how's it going? Or Paula and Paul, hi. Can 21 quarts green beans and 6 quarts beef roast and 18 pints of ground beef this week. Well, hi, Iron Dog. I'm making goulash today. I just put a tube of hamburger in the crock pot with some onion, and once that's cooked and cut up, I'll throw in the frig. It's late to be doing goulash, isn't it? Well, I guess I'll have to cook the pasta. Love the pie filling on pancakes. What? Really? Billy Lemasters, it's cold here. Canned apple butter and apple pie filling. Tomato juice came up. Seals came from China. Iron Dog in the house. Well, thank you very much, Iron Dog. I feel kind of naked without all my pigtails and stuff, but you know what? I had some fun. last night. I was a blonde last night. And I was shooting for Marilyn Monroe, but didn't quite make it to Medea. You know what I mean? But it was fun. I like the blonde wig the best. It just kind of goes on and goes poof, and there it is. So I don't know why I bought dark or long wigs when I prefer the short ones. I know it is Bev. I can't buy all beef hot dogs for my hot dogs business. Oh. Well, things are getting, getting crazy. Like I normally wouldn't can carrots, but then I realized that if I make them chunkier, big chunks in the jars, then they will probably be less mushy. So, do you think, Angie Mac, do you think Yunkin has a chance? Who's Yunkin? Angie Mac, who's Yunkin? Who's Yunkin? I don't know anything. If it's politics, I don't know dick. We have a municipal election coming up this week, and I don't know who I'm voting for, but I know who I'm not voting for. So I just there's a couple of people on there that I know that they're control freaks, and they nothing worse than giving a control freak power. So I mean, they'll probably get in, but they're not getting my vote anyway. A governor candidate for Virginia. It's getting crazier by the minute. Is he running for governor of Bev? He is running for governor of Virginia. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So, couldn't find any carrots. I'm sure there'll be more next week. I really hope there'll be next week. Because now I'm starting to feel panicky that I didn't see any. Their apples aren't the greatest either. He's for the people. So we went to town. And I went to the dollar store. Well, first Howie had to go to the hardware store to pick up some paint, filters, thinners, and something else. Masking tape. Because he's putting stripes on a truck. Now, I said, when you go in the hardware store, ask them if they have the orange pumpkin leaf bags. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, the orange bags with the pumpkin face on them that you fill with leaves and put at the end of your driveway. Well, the way they've got garbage here now is you have a blue bin and you have a regular garbage bin, and now they have a compost bin. I live in the middle of nowhere. My compost goes in the ravine if my husband will ever dump it there. But that doesn't leave any room for like putting bags of leaves or stuff out, does it? They've got everything covered except, leaves. But anyway, they were just the cheapest pumpkins you could get at one time. He came out, no leaf bags. So I said, well, they've got to have them at the dollar store. So I went to the dollar store. I have to get busy canning some stuff soon, but I'm waiting till I can get my head straight. It's been weird lately. What's going on with your head, Lacey? I feel like I'm sitting with my cousin talking when I watch you, Bev. Well, thank you, Teresa. That's just the way it's supposed to be, isn't it? Is there a no frills by you, Bev? Big bags of carrots on sale, $3.98, 10 pounds. No. Honey, hear me repeat myself. Okay, because when these bags come back, and they will, they're 50-pound bags for $8. So if they were $3.98 for 10 pounds, and you times that by 5, that's almost $20 for 50 pounds of carrots. I can get them for $8, right? Canned boneless chicken legs and thighs. They made bone broth with the bones, about 40 pounds worth. Then made cherry chocolate jam, a worth of half pints for Christmas. Oh, don't even get me started on Christmas. Socks and underwear. That's all everybody's getting. Socks and underwear and gift cards. I'm great at answering multiple people. Yesterday, I found a country pork ribs and bone-in pork chops for $1 a pound. So I guess I'm going to can pork in the morning. Are you going to debone it? Because see what I would do is I would debone that pork, can it, and then cook the bones for bone broth. and can the broth. Angela, hey darling. Is it okay to mix carrots and potatoes in the same canning jar? Ah, I don't know. I'm going to say no because unless, like, I do carrots and turnips, but you have to blanch. Okay, so if you're going to do it, I don't recommend it, but if you're going to do it, blanch your potatoes for the recommended amount of time, okay, and can it as potatoes. So, for instance, if you want, make sure your carrots and potatoes are roughly the same size in pieces too. So you want, if like for instance, I'm doing chunks of carrots. Well, I would do 2-inch cubes of potatoes. I would blanch the potatoes first. You know how anything over 2 inches in a cube has to be brought up to a boil, dropped in, brought up to a boil, dump your potatoes into the pot, and then start timing for 10 minutes. As soon as they go into the boiling water, start timing for 10 minutes. And then raw pack your carrots and then put the potatoes in on top and can them as potatoes. But I'm just saying, I made a horrible mistake once because we like garlic and carrots and potatoes, right? I boil the potatoes, I boil the carrots, and then I kind of throw them, I strain them and I throw them back in the pot with some butter and some garlic. So I thought one year, oh, I'll just put a clove of garlic in each jar of carrots. Don't ever do that. They were all bad. They all went bad. It was horrible, horrible stuff. Well, most of my Christmas is homemade too. How's Nanny today, Angie? Christmas this year for everybody on my list is all prepping for their car home. They won't do it, so I'm going to do it for them. Well, that's brilliant, Teresa. I'm making mostly a homemade, but it's tradition that the kids get socks and underwear. So the kids are all getting socks and underwear. And, well, except for Mel. I don't buy Mel underwear because I think underwear for a girl is a personal thing. But I don't know actually how she wears, whether she likes cotton, whether she likes granny panties, bikinis, midriffs, whatever, right? So I'm going to buy her pajamas and slippers instead of underwear because the boys will get pajama bottoms too. But other than that, they'll get like jelly or jams or whatever. They're all going to get something homemade, right? Oh, so let's go back to Halloween. So I went to the dollar store. Well, you know what, Lacey Black? I'm going to buy one of those knit around the hoop things to make socks. You know what? I'm thinking of doing that too. For the simple reason is I could knit socks on 4 needles. You've seen the videos. I've taught you how. But my hands don't work anymore, right? They don't work properly for knitting. And I never seem to have the time to sit and knit. Yeah, prepping for your family is a great Christmas gift. It really is. So anyway, we get to the dollar store and I go through the Halloween aisle and they've got Christmas stuff up already. And that's fine because there's a lot of people who want the Christmas craft stuff up now so they can prepare, right? Who wants to go shopping in November? Seriously. And I already ordered the underwear from Walmart. Why? Because they were already running out. Okay. And I feel like I could do that. Well, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. Gail, if you're giving socks for Christmas presents this year, I suggest taking one of them, set of socks, and making sock puppets out of them and hide them back in the packaging. I just might do that. And somebody, and there's a toilet roll thing somebody made out of socks I'm going to try too. So I actually put it up there last year. I mean, this is the kind of handmade stuff my kids used to get. This is the yeah, his neck's broken. But I mean, I made these. Oh, he's missing an eye. Oh, he's missing an eye. Do you know what? I should put a button in a sock like Mr. Bean. And make a sock for Tim. That's a later time. But these are the kind of things I used to knit, right? For my kids. You know, sweaters, socks, hats, mitts, um, toys. I would sew them pajamas, all those kinds of things. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? That's a great idea, Gail, but I think I'm going to go one step further. I think I'm going to go one step further. So, anyway, I get to the dollar store and I go through the Halloween stuff, and there's none of the garbage bags. None of the leaf bags, the orange leaf bags with the pumpkins on them. So I went to the garbage section and they had orange garbage bags, leaf bags, right? And it's disgusting how, where's the price tag? $2 for 5 bags. Plain orange leaf bags. But anyway, I was looking and there was this lady with her 2 little kids in the Halloween aisle, and they were picking out like things for costumes and stuff like that. And it was really sweet. And I said, do you know where I can get some of those orange garbage bags with the jack-o'-lantern faces on them? Take care, Iron Dog. Came back from Wally World. There was empty shelves everywhere. Of course there is. That must be in the United States. We haven't had them in years, really. So I said, yeah, have you seen them? She said, I was looking for them too. I haven't seen them anywhere. And I said, well, they have orange garbage bags. But how am I going to, because marker won't stay on unless it's a Sharpie. I'll try something. But anyway, she said, well, they have these. And these are stickers to put on your pumpkin. And they're nice and big. They're nice and big. So I said, do you want some orange garbage bags? And she said, what do you mean? I said, I'm going to go buy a box. I'm not going to use them all. Do you want them? Do you want some of them? She said, sure. I said, we'll make our own. She said, good. That's a great idea. So she was still picking stuff with her kids. So when I went up to pay for my stuff, I said, I'm paying for these orange garbage bags, but there's a lady with 2 small children in the Halloween aisle that I'm going to give them some of these bags. So if they come up to the counter and you see plastic bags hanging out of a pocket or out of a purse, I gave them to them. She said, oh, yeah, okay. So I went back down the aisle and I gave her, and she said, thank you so much. And the kids were like, thank you. I said, no, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So we're going to make our own Halloween leaf bags. And what I'm going to do, black electrical tape, Sherry, where have you been all my life? I was just starting to write Sharpie marker. Yeah. So, and I think what I will do is when I do these, I will make sure they stay on. And if they don't, then I'm sure I've got black electrical tape somewhere. Anyway, so that was that. So because I was thinking of how I can decorate my tailgate. What is she barking at? Is somebody here? Gracie, stop. She's more alert than yesterday and doing better. Oh, well, that's good. Put foil in a bowl in a cutout with tiny holes by a pin in the end of the toilet paper tube. Okay, Angie, I'm going to go back. We used to use toilet paper tubes as pipes back in the day. You take care, Iron Dog. Anyway, well, I have black duct tape somewhere. So if I can't find it, but I said to Howie, should we put these on the bags first? He said no, because then if you happen to stretch them, they will peel off or break, right? So he's smart there. So we're going to make our own. So, and what I'm going to do with these is when the tailgate goes down on the truck, like I'm actually going to, if my camera gets here on time, no, my camera won't be here till November. But I am going to film my setup for you guys. Like I'll get Howie to film me, I'll film us setting it up. And because I have a roll of burlap somewhere, I've got battery operated twinkle lights. Not the ones I need, but they'll do. And I thought I'd put a couple of these under the tailgate, just, disguise the tires or whatever, and then drop the tailgate down and then put two sticks in the corner parts of the back of the truck box and drape it with drape it with burlap and spiderweb and spiderweb. I got my spiderweb. Can you tell it's been a while since I decorated for Halloween? No, I'm going to fill them with leaves. I'm going. I could blow them up and put mini lights in them. Oh, come on. We just disconnected there for a second. Aaron Lights. Oh, well, thank you. That's actually a quilt that somebody made as a gift for me back in 2010. And in the summertime, it's usually on my bedroom door. And then I switch it around. I don't know about glow sticks. But so then while I was at the dollar store, I got stickers for presents. And then I saw these. Now, you know how I make up a platter for Howie's work and stuff. But I saw these little goodie boxes. They've got a window. Can you see that? They got a window in them and everything. See? So I thought, well, there's gift boxes for goodies. So I got a couple of them. But wow, one little bag, $20 at the dollar store. Can you believe that? It's not even really a dollar store. So what else was I going to talk about? Can you mold the you can mold the leaves, make a standing pumpkin, use blue recycle bag as a skirt for a lady pumpkin. Oh, cool. Aren't they great, Avon? Jan, don't put those pretend cobwebs outside. Dangerous for bats. It's only going to be draped. It's only going to be draped on my tailgate. I'm going to put up burlap, and I don't know what else. I'm going to put up burlap. You know what? I wonder. No, that wouldn't work. I'm going to put up burlap, and then I'm going to put up lights, twinkle lights, and then I'm going to put the cobwebs, right? And then I'm going to put my pumpkin. I don't know what else I'm going to do. Mix mini string lights in the bags with the leaves. Well, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Hey, Sapphire, how's it going, darling? And so that's that. And I'm really, really hoping that my my twinkle lights for my star wall that were supposed to be here yesterday are here before Friday. Because I've got Freaky Friday on Friday. I want to debut the studio on Saturday's live stream next week. And then Sunday is Halloween. So there will be no live stream unless I go live while we set up. I might go live on Sunday next Sunday while we set up. Hi, Linda. How's it going, sweetheart? I'm glad to see you too. This weekend is not a weekend so much. MRI this morning, engine this afternoon, and re-cleaning for another inspection tomorrow. Yeah, isn't life fun? Seriously. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like, is everybody get your rest? Well, it's like, yeah, I'm exhausted, folks, but I'm already deciding I'm going to can 50 pounds of carrots at some point soon. And I've got to vacuum, and Howie's going to sweep and mop for me at some point between now and Christmas. And then I've got to get my pantry organized because it is also a mess. Yes, Howie's doing really good. He's actually outside right now, changing the oil. My niece goes to school in Montreal, so she comes down in the spring and the fall for Uncle Howie to change her tire. We store her tires because she lives in an apartment. And so Howie changes her tires spring and fall and changes her oil for her because her daddy's far away in California. So, yeah, Howie's doing really good. So I actually am thinking of getting a really small Christmas tree for the living room this year. Actually, I'm thinking of cutting down one of the trees I rescued. There was a time, I don't know if I'm going to make more veggie broth, if I'm just going to do carrots, right? I don't think so. It depends. It depends. If I happen to go and, who knows? I may find a whole bunch of stuff from the garden, still out there. But we haven't had a frost yet that I'm aware. Briar said it was -3 this morning when he got up. Pantry duties. Yeah, I know. Yeah, historical messes. Yes. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those rooms you just put shit on the shelf and shut the door and say, I'll deal with it later. I'm thinking of using the top half of my tree and set it on the table. Well, I don't know if I can actually do that. Can you do that? But I do. We do a live tree. If we go, there's only 1 year we didn't have a live tree, and that was the year we were going to Florida. Even the last time when we went to for Christmas in Arizona, I still put up a little $10 live tree in a jar before we left because somebody was coming to house sit anyway. Hey, Jean, how's it going? I'm going to use I don't know if I'm going to use the small tree in here and put it on top of the sewing machine, which I might, and put the big tree, the big YouTube family Christmas tree downstairs by my starlight wall, because that's where all my live streams are going to be in the future. Like I will be going back to just 3 Patreon live streams and 2 public live streams a week after November 1st. In a couple of weeks, I start baking for the dogs Christmas. I want to make about 100 treats for them, which would maybe last a month or 2. Wow. Yeah, I'll see why you couldn't do half your tree, eh? But I've got that little 4-foot one, and I think I'm just going to set it up on my sewing machine there. But I've got to do some work on my sewing machine first because I have a block and a half left of Mikey and Amanda's quilt to finish. And then I've got to trim it, and then I have to make the binding, which is going to be a sewing machine job. You inspired me to can carrots, and now we love them. Well, I'm glad. I'm actually thinking of canning big pieces so that like in wide mouth jars, so that if say I want to have a roast and I like my carrots roasted, then you can just drain them and put them in the last few minutes with the roast so that they brown all over. You know what I mean? So I'm not just going to cut them, right? I'm going to chunk them, and I think I'm going to put full size ones in largemouth pint jars. So we shall see. I have 3 pit bulls and chihuahuas now. So that's a lot of big treats or little treats. Oh, well, there you go. Right? We have Gracie. We're not allowed to have anybody else but Gracie. Gracie's the throne princess, and she doesn't let anybody forget it. So I would love a pit bull, but we got to have a dog that will be allowed to travel with us when we eventually start, going to places like Florida and stuff. Oh my goodness, there's my wreath from last year. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. I'm going to make goulash for supper. And as soon as my live stream's over, I'm going to run the vacuum around the living room, put some baskets of laundry away, and then I'm going to sit down and finish that quilt. My favorite area is my kitchen, so I'm going to put some Christmassy things up. And I want Howie, because remember how he put the block of 4 electrical outlets on the shelf behind my island? Well, he had to tear open the ceiling underneath in the basement to do that. And it's still open. So I'm going to get him to put me 1 more electrical box in, because that's going to have to be all sewed up for Christmas. I take it my mother-in-law and sister-in-law aren't coming to visit this weekend because they never got back to me. And they didn't show up. I mean, it can be a little annoying when well, I just said, come up this weekend if you like, kind of thing. But I would have liked to have heard a yes or no by like Wednesday. So, but she never called me back, so that's okay. Arthur and Mel are invited to come up next weekend for Halloween, if they can get the Monday off so that they can stay, because I want them to go to the trunk or treating with us. But I have no idea what's going on in my neck of the woods. All I know is it's just Howie and I. So I found Herbal Jedi, who is in Canada too. He's a good teacher with wild herbs. Oh, wonderful. My favorite area, oh yeah, okay. I have reindeer angels set up all around my cabinets in the kitchen, a leftover from Christmas bazaars past. God, Christmas bazaars, eh? There are so many things in the past. I mean, we used to go to rummage sales and church bazaars. I mean, that was a big deal because we didn't have a car when I was a kid. So, every once in a blue moon, my mom didn't go out much, but every once in a blue moon, we'd all go for a drive with Uncle Joe or something, or I'd be out with Aunt Josie and Uncle Joe, and we'd see a church bazaar sign out, and you'd find the coolest stuff. The last church bazaar I remember going to, my Aunt Jane was alive, and my Aunt Jane died in 1999. I almost said 1919, 1999. And the last, I took her to a rummage sale. I think it was in Glenalda. And I was living in Apsley and she was living in Bancroft, and we went to a rummage sale. And there was a little tuna can pincushion. And she said, "You used to make these when we were young, when we were kids." And it was a tuna can with the lid up, right? And it had been cleaned and it had been stuffed for the pincushion. And then they made a chair covering with a little band of lace around it. I think I made them on video once. And they're just pincushions, but like nobody uses pincushions anymore. And the one I have was a gift, and it's like a cup and saucer, and the cup is stuffed. And hey, Tigger Bouncing, how's it going? You know what? I haven't seen a church bazaar, a school, like a church rummage sale or Christmas thing. Like they have a big one down at the ski thing. But the thing is with all these vaccine passports and all that stuff, nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows how to do it, right? Because, well, the only reason we're doing trunk or treating is because it's outdoors, right? One of my favorite memories was when my mom, brother, and I were all strapped for cash. All our gifts came from thrift stores and was so fun shopping with purpose. Absolutely. Those are the gifts that mean the most. Why? Because, well, anybody can buy socks and underwear. Anybody can buy a crock pot. But when you got almost no money and you're hunting thrift stores, it makes a big difference. It really can. Do I still make homemade laundry detergent? No, I use what the hell are those strips that I buy? True. You see the commercials. They're just a strip of compressed laundry detergent. That's all. Well, I have a bucket of laundry pods from when we went to Costco last year. But I do those laundry strips. So no, yes, True Earth laundry strips. And I love them. I love them. I was actually going to, be a representative and stuff, but I just ran out of, I need to clone myself somehow. True Earth, yes. And I use those and I'll love them. And so I will probably, the next time I'm shopping, I will buy more. They're expensive, but they really do a good job. And there's no plastic. They come in a cardboard envelope that you can recycle or compost. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love those True Earth laundry strips. I'm hoarding them. So, Paula Bowie, under pressure. Yeah, so that's what I use. No, I don't make. I actually still have some homemade laundry soap in a jar in there, But so if I feel something needs extra punch, I will put a little scoop in there. But no, but I still have borax and I still have washing soda and I still have bar soap. So I can make it if I need it. Right? Hey, Cottage, how's it going? Smash the thumbs up, people. Thank you. So, oh, there's 5 thumbs down. It looks like the bitch factory's here. That's okay. We'll pray for you. I have no energy. I'll tell you something. We got to Tim Hortons today, and I'm so used to them getting my order right that when there was a lineup, and when we finally got to because we had to repeat our order twice, right? It was a farmer's wrap for Briar, a breakfast sandwich each for Howie and I with hash browns, 2 cups of coffee and a tea, 2 blueberry muffins. So we get up to the window, and I repeated it twice. We get up to the window, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait. And they gave us our sandwiches and our hash browns. And then we wait, and then we wait. And we waited almost 10 minutes at the window for 2 cups of coffee, a cup of tea, and 2 blueberry muffins. And when they brought my tea, there was 2 tea bags in it. I had to send it back. And when they handed us the bag of muffins, there was 2 chocolate chip muffins and a blueberry in the bag. And I went, no. This isn't right. And it's like, I don't understand. I mean, so many places are closing because they don't have staff. And they don't have staff because there's a lot of people. Gracie, hush! Come and get a treat. They don't have staff because there's vaccine requirements, or, people just would rather, Gracie, and their businesses are closing down because of vaccine passports. Gracie, what is she barking at? Oh, for God's sake. So, I mean, this is what I'm talking about when I say the problem has been created. It's like this great reset. Everything's going to start all over. Businesses, small business, they're pushing us into the cities. And they want all small businesses closed and people living in the cities and using big box stores because those are manageable. They don't want anybody to have a private business. They don't want anybody to have private property. This is what they're working towards. So it's like they're just, our traditional holidays are getting screwed up because every time we want to have family, they mandate. And no mandate is the same as another province. Everything's different. So this is what's happening. Is they're trying to make everything different. Everything is going to be different. That's really why I'm doing the trunk or treating. What are you doing, baby? Did you find out what the noise was? Gremlins? Oh, it's an older car then. McDonald's in the U.S. starts them out at $15, so it's not the money. Well, the thing is it's restaurants would rather close and do takeout than have to enforce vaccine passports. So, and even if they did allow everybody in, I don't think I would want to go into a restaurant that was full of vaccinated people. Honestly, why? Because, they're carrying. They could be carrying it and not know. So they're closing restaurants. Except when you pay a living wage at fast food, who do you think is paying that? We are. Unless you are a manager at the stores, you can't get a living wage without all the prices going up. Amirs, what did I miss? I have a hard time following everything. Is it safe for the washers? Some say it creates a soap buildup. Well, that's what they say about energy efficient. But let me tell you something about energy efficient. I ain't getting it again. When this set breaks down, I'm buying the old-fashioned dial set. And my Whirlpool stove is dying. It still has 2 burners that won't work properly. So I'm ready to go get a secondhand stove because I'm tired of the crap. My dishwasher's crap and my stove is crap. And half the time, my large capacity Whirlpool washing machine, you fill it to the capacity that it says it goes, and it gets halfway through the wash and it goes, oh, I don't want to spin. EF, I don't want to spin. I don't want to spin. Come and unlock the lid, fix me, and maybe I'll spin. The only good thing that's working is the dryer. Do you use it in your high efficiency washer, and how does that work? Some jobs are not meant to be living wages. They're starter jobs. Exactly. Seriously, do you want to know what my first paid job was as a dishwasher in a restaurant when I was 14? I made $1.11 an hour. Now, mind you, that was 34 years ago, 33 years ago. But I made $1. I remember my dad saying 60 cents an hour was big wage when he first started on the city. I made $1.11 an hour as a 14-year-old. 14-year-olds now, they're making $12 an hour. Yes, and it works well, Bev. Good. Okay. I never got a front loader because, it's bad enough. But this thing has the agitator, there's no central agitator. It sits on the bottom and does this. So it's intended to spin, but sometimes you'll get a sheet that sits over top of everything, and then it just kind of makes everything into a big donut with a cloth lid on it, and it's weird. I have a problem with it all. I use a half a bar of Zote, 2 cups of borax, 3 cups of baking soda. You're better to use washing soda. And if you want to make your baking soda into washing soda, it's a chemical. You put your oven at 400 degrees, and you lay out a big cookie sheet with parchment, and you spread out your baking soda, and you bake it for half an hour to an hour. I'll have to double check. But you bake the baking soda, and it becomes washing soda. But don't stick your head in that oven while it's doing it. And make sure you're doing it in a well-ventilated place, because that baking soda gives off a gas. So don't be, when you have to pull it out to stir it, make sure you stand away and open the oven door, let the gas out. And then, shake it and stir it and then put it in for longer. That's how you turn baking soda into washing soda. $3.75 an hour at my first job. I'll tell you something. I used to make $4 an hour pumping gas, and I moved to Toronto from Apsley for $1 an hour raise. So, this is nuts, right? Homemade soap almost ruined my brand new machine. Husband took it apart and cleaned for 2 days. Oh, wow. Oh, I had one of those without a central agitator. I hated it. I knew better, but let the salesman convince me otherwise. Never again. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look it up. How to make washing soda. Okay. Pretty sure I have a video on it. Seriously, dudes. I got like 2,500 videos on this channel alone. So if you think I might know something, you go to my channel and see where our half-acre homestead is. There's a search bar above that. Don't use that. That's for all of YouTube. You go below the banner, the byline where it says about and info and all those things, you'll see a little tiny magnifying glass. If you click on that magnifying glass and put a word in there like washing soda, okay, that's a phrase, but if you put a word in there like washing soda, laundry soap, anything like that, cleaner, anything, canning carrots, crafts, knitting, anything like that, you put that in there. And if I got a video on it, pretty sure I do. If I got a video on it, you'll find it. It'll come up. It will come up. You put peaches or anything like that, it'll bring up every video I've ever done on that subject. Okay? HE soap makes my washer smell bad. Really? 210 at a movie theater in 1978. Wow. Hey, Boo! How's it going? Many of you agree with what? Bev, no wonder when I search everyone's channel comes up. Thanks so much. Well, I've been trying to tell people that for 2 years. That if you search at the top above my channel banner, you're going to search all of YouTube. But if you use the magnifying glass below the banner on the right-hand side, okay, my left, your right, you're going to see a little magnifying glass. That's for searching my channel, right? And I've been telling people that for years, and it's like, do you have a video on this? And it's like, yeah, probably. And then I explain, go search my channel. Because if I honestly had to give you guys links every time you asked me if I had a video on something, I would never be doing anything else. I got like 2,500 videos. I don't know how many videos I have. How many videos do I have? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm actually going to show this to you, okay? Now, okay, so here we go. This is my page. Can you see that okay? Yeah, my desk is a mess. Now, do you see this? If you search above the page, that's everybody on YouTube. But if you go here, watch, soap. Right? See that? Now watch. This is the one. Not that. This one. Now watch. Truth about no-lie soap. Do's and don'ts when rebatching soap. Soap and cleaning. Soap for gifts. Another way to recycle soap slivers. Making soap from waste fats. Laundry soap. Liquid soap. From suet to soap. The whole hot process. Making soap from meat drippings. Making soap with DD. Do you see what I mean, folks? So let's go back over here to my channel. And let me see if it tells me. But see that? That's the one right there. That's the one right there, just below, not this one up here. Okay? Yes, my desk is a mess. Everything in my house is a mess right now. But you see what I mean? I'm actually going to do a video. Maybe I should just do a video on it like I just showed you guys. Like, say, if you want to search my channel, don't go here. Go here. I might do that. I might do that, but then again, I just did the video, didn't I? Right? What did I miss while I was off looking at it? I will never use pods again. I didn't dissolve completely, left my clothes blue and white, and had to wash twice, and I paid. I have used Gain, but I don't like high scent stuff. So I buy the jug of the little blue pods from Costco, and I've never had a problem with them. Never had a problem with them, but I won't be buying them again just because I prefer the other ones. I use half a cup. Also use it to make toilet bombs. What's a toilet bomb? Gail MacArthur, of course, a one-bedroom apartment was only $300 a month in 1995. Really? Wow. That would, yeah, in Apsley it might have been, but not where I lived in Toronto. When I was pregnant with Arthur in 1988, I looked for a place to live. I looked there, forget it. Martha Knapp, $1 an hour plus tips. Wow. How much citric acid in the washer to clean it? Okay, I'm missing something here. Somebody copy and paste whatever that was. Washing soda is so freaking hard to find. In Nevada, it crazes. Thanks for the info. Great, no problem. I use generic pods, no problem, but name brand ones I had issues with. That's what I mean, Joe Mama. I get the ones from Costco. Arthur is same age as my daughter. Yeah, he was born in February 1988. And Briar was born in February 1993. They're 5 years apart. So I hope everybody learned. Now, we're going to close. I used the Costco ones. Me too, Candy. So, okay, wait a minute. Amir, what did I miss? 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 I want to go back and see. What did you say? What? Okay, wait a second. All right, let me look for the dog picture again. Oh, there's a lot of dog pictures. German Shepherd. Okay. Actually, any washer. Okay, let's go back. What am I? This is why I can't go back and look through comments. What are we talking about? 1 cup baking soda, 1/2 cup citric acid, 1.5 tablespoons of dish detergent, and a few drops of essential oils. Mix and put in a silicone mold overnight. Baking soda, citric acid. See, I just use vinegar and Dawn. I just squirt that all in around the bowl and I let it sit. And then it scrubs up clean. 1/2 cup of citric acid in washer to clean once a month. Well, there you go. Now listen, folks. Toilet bombs. I will have to look that up. Let me have a puff, and then I want to go out and visit with my niece a little bit before she decides whether or not she's leaving. So I'm going to have a puff. And Howie! Darling? Could you take that egg lifter spatula and chop up the hamburger if it in the white crock pot if it's ready? Like just break it up. I'm making goulash. When you made your homemade Tilex, I have not used anything since. Oh, you mean the Dawn and the vinegar? That's all I use. Seriously. I keep a vinegar jug under my sink in the kitchen. Now, here's something I do. I used to use 2 tabs in my dishwasher. I don't anymore. I take a half of a 3-liter bottle of vinegar, a half full bottle of vinegar, and I put 1 bottle of Dawn Platinum in it. It's 1 cup to 1 cup if you're using regular Dawn or Dawn Ultra. Okay? But Dawn Platinum, it's 4 cups of vinegar or 3 to 4 cups. It's more watery, but it's still just as hard, right? Because what I do is when I do my dishes, I put probably a couple of tablespoons of the Dawn vinegar. But if you put too much Dawn Platinum in, your dishwasher will explode with suds. So I put a couple of tablespoons of Dawn vinegar in my dishwasher, 1/2 cup of vinegar, and then I throw in the tab, and it cleans my dishwasher as it goes. I love you too. Is today in lieu of tomorrow's live? No, sweetheart. I'm doing nothing but live streams between now and November 1st, because I'm taking some time off from organizing regular videos because I have a quilt to finish, a house to clean, and everything to get organized and ready for the holiday season. Now, it's not just cleaning and decorating my house. It's making videos for you guys too. I have 3 trees to decorate this year. Right? So I have to get other things done first. So I'm taking the time between now and November 1st to get my housework done, clean my pantry, if I can get carrots, a 50-pound bag of carrots, I'm going to can more carrots. So it is not in lieu of tomorrow. There will be a live stream on Life with the Wolfies tomorrow. I'm giving both channels equal time, right? So my patrons get Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Life with the Wolfies gets Thursday and Sunday. And you guys are going to get Tuesday and Saturday. I'll have to write it down. But it's a live stream a day, but they're not all public live streams. Monday, patrons. Tuesday, you guys. Wednesday, patrons. Thursday, Life with the Wolfies. Friday, patrons. Saturday, you guys. Sunday, Life with the Wolfies. And that's only till November first. And then once Halloween's over, I go back to 2 public live streams a week and 3 patrons live streams, and then regular videos. And if my studio is finished, I'll be doing all my live streams down there. God help my knees. Oh, I'm not going to overdo it. This is all I'm doing is live streams, unless I can carrots or I'm finishing the quilt and you need videos on that. But those are videos that you guys have a right to have, right? If I'm canning something, you're going to get a video. Oh, and I have to make jam too. So I still haven't done my blueberry blackcurrant jam. All the berries are in the freezer. So I'm not going to overwork. I'm taking this time off so that I don't overwork, because I was stupidly exhausted by Wednesday last week. I couldn't string sentences together, right? So, I'm just taking some time. I'm not taking time off from you guys. I'm taking time off from doing work. But the work, okay, I'm working, but it's off-camera work. It's getting my studio finished, getting my living room clean, getting the quilt done. Howie's got my dining room covered in medicinal plants that have to be trimmed, right? It's getting the wood on the porch. All these things have to be done before the snow flies. The septic has been pumped. Yay! But I still got garden cleanup to do as well. So that's what's going on. So I'm going to have a puff, and now people are starting to leave, which is fine, because we're going to do a prayer of spiritual nourishment. Now, I do this usually on all my live streams, and if it's new to you guys, you do not have to stay. It is totally optional. And if you don't want to stay for our push of spiritual light to our communities, to our homes, to our loved ones, and to the world, that's actually nobody's going to judge you for leaving. Okay. Not everybody is in the same lane. Okay. But for those who are in the same lane, this is a time for us to drop the walls between religions and join hands with the similarities between our faith. This isn't about religion. This is about faith. You use your faith to fuel your prayer. I'll use mine. And that way we can all come together. It's non-denominational, right? So my heat turned on for the first time last night. Oh yeah, it was -3 Celsius when we got up this morning. Hey, G-Man, love you too, sweetheart. Well, I need a cuppa and a potty. Good chatting, everyone. Okay, sweetheart. All right, so let me have a puff, and then we'll close, okay? Howard, can I ask one more thing? You know our tables beside our chairs in the living room?
Tables and chairs?
The tables, our piano benches.
Yes.
Could you look inside them for my cards? Yes, because I did them for... What? No, check those tables first. I have a feeling I put one in when I did Findley's last time. All right. So, okay, we're down to 75 people. We've lost about 30 people. And if you want to leave now and you don't want to wait till I close my eyes, you go right ahead. It's not a big deal. This is not a required participation. This is just for us, right? So, for cool at night, cold and warm now. I love fall. Fall's my favorite. All right. I'm still holding out on the heat. He says, all right, Avon Leanne. All right, for all those who care to, please help me close with a push of spiritual nourishment to each other and to the world, because God all knows we can use it, right? So you do you, I'll do me, and we'll all meet in the middle. All right, let's take a nice deep breath. Get ourselves all grounded and centered. There we go. Hello, Creator, source of all. Hey, God, how's it going? As usual, God, when we do a live stream, we come together and ask you for help with our spiritual push. We want to be amplifiers of your light, God. So when we come together, we like to link hearts and link hands and have you fuel us with your divine light and love so that we can give it more to the world. So, but first, God, there's a lot of people out there that are suffering, that are afraid.
No, not there.
Excuse me?
Not there.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, dear. Okay, so you know where to look then. I don't even know where I was. Okay, so God, there's a lot of folks out there that are having a hard time making their miracles happen. They're having a hard time with limitations being placed on us. Some people are frightened. Some people are sick and afraid to go to the hospitals. There's a lot of confusion going on in the world, a lot of neglect, rejection, addiction, pain, suffering, families torn apart by opinions. God, we just want to lift all of these people up to you so that the light of your love, even if they're not aware we're praying for them, it's okay, God. Because, not everybody has the ability to get grounded and centered right away when they're in the midst of crisis, whether it's health, welfare, financial, whatever it is. So God, you just pour your love down over those people, and we will lift them up and hold them up to the light of your love. And we'll hold them there until they can hold it up for themselves, God. Okay? But in the meantime, we want to connect hearts and link hearts and hands, and we want to ask you, God, as we make a circle of humanity across the world, please pour your love and divine light down through the tops of our heads, right at the bottom of our feet to connect with the earth, and it shoots out our hands to the person next to us. And we create a glow of light that we build and build as God floods us with his love and his light until we can no longer contain it, because we are no longer a circle of people. We are a circle of God's love and light, and we can't contain it anymore. And we push that light out, and it creates a dome of divine light and love for all of those people who are having a hard time can take shelter. And the light workers of the world will stand and hold that light aloft until God powers us up again. And if nothing else, people can take shelter in that light until they can find their own and stand up and hold up the light for everybody else. But it also pushes back the darkness, God, and for that we thank you. We thank you for our friends who are finding the light, and we thank you for our friends who are holding on and doing the best they can in these uncertain times, God. For those people, we lift them up, and for ourselves and each other, we pray and we thank you, God. For always you are the calm center of all of the insanity. So thank you. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Peace be with you. Merry meet. Blessed be. And so it is. Until we meet again, please take shelter in the light of God's love. And know that we're praying for you, right? Take care. God bless. See, anybody who wants to show up tomorrow on Life with the Wolfies around 4 o'clock. All right? Take care. God bless. I love you guys. And remember, God gave us Christ to teach us the value of pure love. Don't ever forget that. All right.